so Tabasco is known as the Eden de Mexico. So it's the Garden of Eden of Mexico. It is green, it is beautiful, it is so hot, but it's wonderful. The people there are known as Chocos, and they technically have their own language, they say, which really is pretty much just taking off the S and everything, but speaking extremely fast. And I don't know, they have certain phrases that you have to learn really fast, like que si te puede or nada puede, or they say que pasé instead of que pasó. Just really, really fast though, so you have to kind of catch on to that. If you want to impress people when you're only 4 months into the mission, you just say a phrase in Choco and they're like, wow, she's been here a while, and you're like, no, I've really only been here 4 months. But so that, they love hot food. You think just like Mexico in general is like hot food, jalapenos, whatever. But no, they really love hot food. They eat habanero chile all the time. They have this salsa called chimay that is only habanero chili. And they have like the different spice levels of it too, but it's all spicy at first. And then you're like, oh, I can handle this one more than this one or whatever. But so, yeah, they put it in every single thing. If you go to a different state, like Veracruz, it's less likely that they'll have that, but very, very spicy food for a very, very hot place. They have culture diversity. It's mainly Chocos, mainly the people from Tabasco. They have a few people from Chiapas that come and try to sell things. That's harder. They're a bit more, I can't say racist because it's the same. They're both Mexican, but they're a bit harder on Chiapanecos than anyone else. They think they're less educated, which is kind of sad because it's not that way. They're just all trying to provide for their family. So Tabasco, I think, would be the richest of the states. Maybe Ciudad del Carmen as well, just because that's kind of a transport place in Campeche. But Tabasco has Pemex, which is the big petroleum place of Mexico. And so you'll have lots of the jefes who are in charge of everything, management, everything, who will be in your wards. And so you'll have like the richest of the rich, but then you also have the poorest of the poor in Tabasco. So it's this huge socioeconomic differences. I remember in Comulcalco, one of my areas, we'd be walking along the street from where we lived in that area, and keep walking. And on one side from where we lived, right by the chapel, we had dirt roads, really poorly constructed houses. And then if we walked the other way, you would have first a pavement road, and then you would have a stone road, and you would have these different roads depending on how rich the street was. And that was something that was really interesting to me. Huge contrast of how the people lived within a block of each other. And so the people on one side, they would be the workers for Pemex who went and dug holes and did the small menial things. And on the other side, you would have the bosses who controlled everything and barely touched petroleum at all. And that was something that was really interesting in Tabasco. So. There are cool places in Tabasco that I've never been to. They have Las Chopas, which are these waterfalls in one of the areas that the elders served in. Never got to go to it, but the members spoke so highly of it because it was this beautiful place that people who came to Tabasco specifically went to go see these. I wish I had gone to them. But that was something really cool. In Comulcalco, we had Mayan ruins. We got to go 3 times. It was really sad. I didn't really know that we had Mayan ruins until the end of my time in Comulcalco, but I went, and it was really neat just exploring it. It was cool putting that together with the Book of Mormon and seeing the time differences. My mission president once came when we had a zone get-together, zone activity, and we went to those ruins. And he just kind of was going along with the story of the Nephite and the Lamanites with these ruins. And you could see just kind of that change where they had this plaque of like the war that was happening, and you could kind of just imagine it in Book of Mormon times or like right after during that time. And I thought that was really neat. If you go to Palenque in Chiapas, that is rumored to be the city of Zarahemla because it has a tower right by the temple there. And so it reminds people of King Benjamin. And so I never got to go there either, but I hear it's beautiful as well. So.